darlings, starting today's vlog from the car. Charlie and I have a very exciting adventure today. So a couple of days ago was when a lot of businesses were allowed to open, including Soho House and Soho Farmhouse, and that is pretty close to where we live. Charlie and I have both been to the farmhouse many times before, but obviously not since we've lived in our new house because of lockdown. So we're on our way there now. It's a really beautiful drive through the country lanes. Sorry if I'm bobbling about a little bit. How would you describe Soho Farmhouse to someone that's not been, Charlie?
Well, obviously, so Soho House is a members group, and there's lots in London. But to be honest, the ones in London are nice, but they're mostly just posh bars and restaurants. Whereas the one, Soho Farmhouse, is sort of like a country escape. Now, it is a little bit sort of, it's not crazy authentic, is it? Like, you don't go there and think, oh my god, it's an actual farm. No. It's a bit set up, but it is lovely. There's lots of restaurants there. For us, it's going to be really nice when the gym opens. Yeah. They do gym classes. But to be honest, if you're staying there, it is pretty special because they've got all these amazing log cabins with open fires and everything.
Just quickly, sorry to butt in, but I always used to think that that was where the Beckhams lived.
What is that?
Because it's a really posh gateway, and we know for a fact that they live on the drive to Soho House, and this is the drive to Soho House.
No, I think so. Their house borders Soho Farmhouse.
Yeah, so and this is also Soho Farmhouse.
And what's funny is, I love David Beckham, and I was watching his Instagram stories, and I was like, wow, that's strange. Like he's been at his house in lockdown out this way, and I was like, wow, that's strange. Like his garden set up and like patio area, it looks really like Soho Farmhouse. Yeah. So much so that I was like, is he at Soho Farmhouse? Anyway, when we had our stoves installed, this is a bit of a ramble. When we had our stoves installed, the chap that installed the stoves at the farmhouse, and he said that apparently David Beckham got Soho Farmhouse to basically kit out his house. So really? they did all the interiors, they did all the outdoors, because he wanted it to be like...
Slow down a little bit for the doggy.
He wanted it to be like Soho Farmhouse.
Interesting. Yeah. I'm going to leave a couple of my old Soho Farmhouse vlogs on the screen here, if you would like to peruse them. Last time, fun fact, and I love this name drop, we were there with Bare Minerals, and Hailey Bieber was, or is, one of their ambassadors, and Justin just rocked up and fancied a game of table tennis, but you're not actually... Good? I couldn't possibly comment, but
he wasn't.
You're not actually allowed to film anything in any of the Soho House properties or buildings or establishments, because it's very private because of the kind of people that are members there. So I may not be able to film anything. I will of course try to sneak a couple of shots here and there without getting anybody in. But yeah, it's going to be a really nice place to set up our laptops, do a little bit of work, and just feel a little bit of a sense of normality in a way.
It's nice just a change of scenery though, because we've basically been stuck working at home, albeit our lovely new home, for however many months now. Yeah. And so it's nice just to get out and do something a bit different.
Exactly. We have checked in on the app. You have to book a time slot to come so they can manage the amount of people that are here at one time. And of course we're going to have to pop our masks on.
They have actually nailed the whole setup though, haven't they? Because like they've given our membership fees back in credit. Yeah. So all the 3 months that they've been closed, you get your membership fees back to spend on food and drink when you're here. Yeah. Which is also a way of bringing people back. Yeah. They've nailed it. They nail everything, Soho House.
They have. So we're just pulling up now, so I better pop the camera away. I'll see if I can chat to you later.
Put it down, then.
And we're already back home again. We ended up just staying for lunch, having a really quick little mooch around. I actually went into the Cowshed Parlour, which is like the kind of spa, wellness and beauty area. Of course, they're not allowed to do anything other than hair treatments, but I managed to book in for a foils, highlight and cut next Sunday, which is fantastic news. I thought I would just quickly show you my outfit of the day. This is what I was wearing. Pretty casual. This is actually a really beautiful dress. It's got little bows on the sleeves, but it was meant to be nice and sunny today, but it's actually very overcast, so I just threw on a jumper over the top, and I've got my hair just tied back in a little bun. Jewellery wise, I've popped on this beautiful Edge of Amber necklace. And I've got this bag with my laptop in and a couple of bits and bobs that I wanted to have with me. And then my Nicholas Kirkwood flats. You may have spotted two exciting things in the background. First of all, a new chest of drawers. So this arrived actually while we were away. Luckily Andrew the decorator was here to see it in. It looks pretty small on camera, but it's actually quite ginormous. So this is going to live here, and because when my dressing room is done, it's obviously quite far away from the bedroom, this is going to be where I'm going to keep my underwear, my pajamas, and a few loungewear pieces, and they are really big drawers. Look nice there.
I think this might be better.
So we've placed it on my side of the bed. I sleep on this side, and it's quite a big unit, and obviously Charlie and I are used to seeing this space completely empty, but it is a really big space at the side of my side of the bed, and because it's going to be mostly me using this, I'll have the top and the bottom drawer, Charlie will have the middle drawer for his boxers, etc. And your pyjamas? Do you have pyjamas?
Yeah, so I'm going to put my boxers, pyjamas and socks in there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean they're wide drawers.
They're
huge.
wide
I mean, when
drawers.
you look at them, they're almost double the length of like the normal chest of drawers.
Yeah.
I love it, but I just envisaged it maybe being like this big.
Really?
Which would have been fine for there. I didn't realise it would be so wide, which is fine. I just think you're right. The issue is we're used to picturing these spaces empty.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's a huge thing.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, it
It
covers
needs-
up the plug there as well, which I really didn't like.
Exactly. No, I think it looks really good, so I'm going to pop my bits and bobs in there this afternoon because, as I think I said, we're getting a beautiful dressing table here, and it might have just looked a little bit too cluttered having dressing table and chest of drawers. So yes, very, very happy
And
with
I think
this.
furniture-wise, then that's it done in here, isn't it?
Yeah. I like that you have the gold running through, but it's not completely matching to the bedside table. And yeah, I mean, there's still loads of room just here, so...
I mean,
Well.
it was a bit of a dead space before.
Yeah.
And I think actually it's quite a nice...
It's gorgeous,
No,
you know.
it's really, really lovely. Love to do them at the same time if you can.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, I did make a couple of purchases at the Soho farmhouse. I was saying to Charlie as we just got home, it's actually the only place, I think, that you can actually see Soho Home stuff. Obviously you can buy it on the website, and you mostly see the things in the houses, because if you've ever been to a Soho house, you'll know that their interiors definitely has a certain look to it, which we love and we think really suits this house. So yes, I did spot a couple of things which I hadn't seen on the website that I couldn't resist buying. So first of all, this one was actually Charlie's request, and it is a big green velvet long cushion. I can't remember where he said he wanted to put this, but yeah, it's a really handy size and just feels very sumptuous and luxurious. But far more exciting, in my opinion, are the two cushions that I chose, and they look a little something like this. So you may remember that on the website I got this style, I got two of these, and also two of these in this shape. So I've got, yeah, two oblongs like this shape in this colorway. And I just love them. I think that this kind of fringing tassel detail is very much on trend at the moment, and I think this kind of floral, it's very English country house style fabric. I think it's very timeless. I'm so nervous of spiders in this house. Whenever I feel something tickling my foot or my arm, it makes me jump. I would say my approach to homeware is very similar to my approach to fashion, I like to buy timeless classic things, and I know there are homeware trends, and I think fringing is a homeware trend, but it's something that I think is also timeless. Does that make sense? I don't know. Basically, I can't see it ever really going out of fashion, and even if it does, I don't care, because personally I love it. So, got 2 of these, and I think eventually they will go in the family room once we have got the armchairs for there sorted out. But for now, I don't know if they'd suit the master bedroom. Oh, there's actually a spider on the bed. The one thing worse than seeing a spider is knowing there's a spider and not seeing the spider. It's only tiny, but I really don't want it in my bed. Ugh. I actually think that looks really, really nice. I have to say, I think it looks better in real life than it does on camera. But the cushions all have the same kind of tones without being all identical. I'm not 100% sure. I'd very much welcome your feedback down below, but you've got the greens, you've got the pinks that tie into this, you've got the golds on here that tie into this, you've got the green here, which ties into the green on here. So they do all kind of go together. I'm not sure. I feel like I maybe need some bigger cushions. I don't know. But I definitely think cushions on a bed make it look so much more cozy. And yeah, I do think that looks really nice. But if I have any interior pros, then please let me know your thoughts down below. And just before I go back downstairs, I have a little craft project that I want to work on this afternoon. This is the dress that I'm wearing today. It got a little bit toasty in here with all that furniture moving. It has got pockets, and it's got this really gorgeous floral bodice, bow sleeves, a little bit of smocking down the sides, and just the most gorgeous length. It is kind of linen. Can't remember if it's linen or cotton, but it does crease quite easily, so I did have to steam it before popping it on, but I think it is absolutely lovely. Alrighty, so I'm outside in the gorgeous sunshine. I've got my assistant here. Are you going to help me, young man? Are you going to help me with this afternoon's craft project? Oh, you're so good and so helpful, aren't you? So as part of the More Than a Box campaign that Amazon are currently running, I'm going to be turning my Amazon box, I think this was one of Charlie's orders, filled with supplies for cleaning the stone floor. Exciting times. I'm going to be turning this box into a cute little kind of gift box for our guest bedrooms. So what we'd really like to do is just have something on the bedside tables which guests can rummage inside, filled with little miniature shampoos, maybe some moisturizers, things like that, sleep spray. We just thought that'd be really cute. So I am going to show you how I do so. So I've got the box. I've also got an old pillowcase which has been cut up. You may recognize this. It's the same pillowcase that I was also cutting up to make my face masks. Some scissors, a knife. This is a scalpel type knife that actually came in a blogger mail. Very useful for opening post. You're going to need some glue, which is suitable for use on fabrics, some paper, a ruler, a pencil, and a ribbon. I just love collecting old ribbons, so I've got plenty to choose from. And that's pretty much it. So let's get started. So I'm starting by just taking a flat piece of cardboard from one of the edges of the box. And first of all, we're going to cut out our solid squares. So we need 2 that are 8 by 8 centimeters and 1 that is 8 by 4 centimeters. And I'm using my scalpel to cut those out. Next, we're going to cut out some fabric. We need 12 by 25 centimeters. And once we've cut that out, we're going to be gluing to the wrong side of the fabric. So what we're going to do is just spread our little squares out, make sure there's around a centimetre, just an even distribution of the squares. And using the fabric glue, I'm just gluing these down. Don't use too much glue because it might seep through the fabric a little bit. And then I'm going to glue the edges of the fabric onto the sides of the cardboard, all 4 sides, and then just snip away at the corners so there's not too much of a bulk of fabric. And then at this point you can just fold it over and get a real idea of the shape of the box coming together. Next is the fun bit, choosing your ribbon. As you can see, I have so many to choose from. This one happened to be the absolute perfect length, but otherwise you can just cut it to shape. I'm running some of the fabric glue down at the center of my little squares and popping the ribbon in place. Next we're going to cut out some card. And I would recommend using a thinner bit of card than the original squares. You want to cut out 7 by 21 centimeters. Apply some glue on your original squares and place this new piece of card right in the middle. Again, you can do some little folds here just so that the box bends correctly. So now we're taking a piece of coloured card, or again you could take some fabric and cover some brown card at 5 by 29 centimeters, and then you want to bend about 1 centimeter from the end, and that's going to be your little glue tab. Then we're going to create a fold at each quarter of the card, so fold it in half and then fold each half in half again, and this will help us create the structure for our internal box. So start by gluing the 1 centimeter folded over tab that you created, then line the bottom of this box with a thin layer of glue and pop it in place on your outer box. You might want to hold it here for a few seconds because it will want to ping open. I found that by tying up my box it helped it to hold its shape while the glue dried. As you can see, my bow tying skills are a little bit, well, they leave some room to be desired, let's say. But here we go, the finished box, and it's just absolutely adorable. So you can obviously use any ribbon, any fabric to really jazz this up and make it whatever style you would like to. But I thought gold would go really nicely. I am such a hoarder. This is actually a by Terry ribbon that came with a carrier bag or something like that. So yes, as you can see, the glue on the top hasn't quite dried yet, but I think it looks absolutely adorable. A really good size for maybe if you're gifting someone some jewellery. It would be so sweet to pop it in a little homemade box. If you have made, I don't know, some chocolate covered almonds or some little amaretti biscuits, it's absolutely gorgeous for that. And of course you could make this bigger as well, but not too bad considering 25 minutes ago this was an Amazon box destined for the recycling. A really fun little, very easy, a very quick and easy DIY that you can do at home just using things that otherwise would have been thrown away. There is something very therapeutic about upcycling things. You'll have seen in lots of my recent vlogs I've been doing it a lot, whether it's turning an old pillowcase into a face mask. What else have we done lately? Obviously we're recycling or upcycling lots of furniture, so I'd love to know if you guys have done any kind of crafty projects during lockdown. I think especially with the More Than a Box campaign, we all have been shopping so much more on Amazon during the lockdown, and it's really nice to just think of some creative ways of using the box as well as enjoying what's inside. So let me know your craft ideas, or if you've done anything with any cardboard boxes. I think if you've got children, there are so many things you could do, from making little toy houses to making theatre sets. Possibilities are endless. But I'm very pleased with this afternoon's craft project. I think Charlie's about to start cooking dinner, which is great news, and I'm probably just gonna sit outside here in the sunshine and start reading skincare. Caroline Hiron's book. I need to start that. We've just been moving around the stone dachshunds because we currently have scaffolding all on the front of the house. No, don't worry, we're not doing any building work. We're not allowed. We are getting the windows painted, giving them a fresh coat of paint. They are looking absolutely beautiful. But the front of the house, yeah, not looking quite as beautiful with scaffolding all over it. I have just had the loveliest delivery, and this is from Alex Monroe, which is a beautiful jewellery brand. I'm going to start by showing you the actual jewellery. It is so, so gorgeous. I'm in love with this colour. I think this is the colour blinds that I would like to get in the snug bedroom eventually. Perhaps a little bit of a pattern on them, but such a beautiful colour. But what is more beautiful is what is inside. So they have so kindly sent over this. Oh my god! Keep slamming the box shut. So they have so kindly sent over this most beautiful pair of earrings. They have got a gorgeous drop to them in almost like a paisley teardrop shape. You've got, I don't know if you can see very clearly, but really intricate floral detail inside, and then almost like a little scalloped edge around the teardrop shape, and then the actual bit that is the stud has a little delicate flower inside as well. And you've also got some little gemstones. My camera is not loving trying to focus on here, but they really are absolutely stunning. This sounds really crazy, but I might pop them in a second to go for a dog walk, because I think I'm going to see if Charlie will take some snaps for me, seeing as I'm wearing a pretty dress today. They've also sent over a Warner's gin, a rhubarb gin, oops, and some wildflower bits and bobs, which is just what everyone is loving right now. I feel like so many of your favourite fashion influencers have become gardening influencers lately. But we're all just spending so much more time in our gardens, and I love the idea of creating a more nature and botanical inspired gin. So this is these are some lemon balm seeds. We've also got some wildflower cornflower seeds, specifically to attract butterflies and bees. And then I think these are little compost patches. Oh, actually there's some instructions here. So it says, pop your compost pellets into a mug filled with water and watch them expand. After 5 minutes, remove the compost from the mug and pop it into your pot. Use your fingers to break it up and cover the base of the pot. Sprinkle your seeds onto the compost. Oh, so they're literally little compost pellets. Oh, that is so interesting. Okay, I'm actually going to try this now. How fun. I don't know if I'm meant to do them one at a time. Don't know, I'm just going to leave that for 5 minutes and see what happens. Alrighty, I'm not too sure why I was expecting this to just get absolutely massive, but as you can see it has risen. So what does it say? Use your fingers to break it up and cover the base of the pot. Sprinkle the seeds into the compost and then use your fingertips to gently push the seeds down and cover with loose compost. Okay, let's give that a go. Alrighty, so I've planted my lemon balm seeds and it says to pop in a sunny windowsill. So, oh, I thought that was indirect sunshine. Well, I'm pretty sure this little spot does get the sun. These plants seem to love it. So I'm going to leave it there, and hopefully in a few days you might see some little lemon balm, I don't know what you call them, little shoots coming up. Mummy can't go anywhere without her two shadows, can she? No. I have been given a mission for tonight's dinner. Come prepared. I always think this looks like such a scary weapon, but I have to get some flat leaf parsley and some, what else did he say? Coriander, I think. But also I need to cut this back because it is getting a little bit ridiculous. I mean, look at this salad box. It is very happy here, to say the least.
Don't take it personal, I ain't lying, I ain't hiding, I've been grinding, multiplying.
I have just given the parsley and the chives a major haircut, and I have a whole trug of herbs here, and I've got a massive handful here as well. I'm just going to take them all into the house and see if you can actually freeze herbs, because I know what'll happen. As soon as these die back, I will suddenly need some and I will regret not collecting them while they are so abundant. I don't think there's much that can be done for the salad leaves. I think I'm just going to have to live off salad for the next few weeks until this is all eaten. But yeah, oh Dickens, that is not the idea. Come on, get down, young man. That is a little bit crazy, and that was just me doing it for 2 minutes. I could easily have 5 times this amount of herbs. And if you're wondering what my weapon is, by the way, it's a herbsicle. You use the little pointy bits to slice through the base of your herbs. It is much more effective than scissors. It's been a little while since I took you on our evening garden walk. We still do it every evening. I think we've maybe missed it once the whole time we've lived here, and that was because it was pouring with rain. So I thought I would take you again, seeing as it has been a little while. You may be able to see behind me the tyre tracks from, oh gosh, that's someone's calling me. The tyre tracks from the cherry picker for the chimneys. A little bit annoying because it was rainy that day. It created proper gullies in the grass. Keep getting notifications, which is a bit of a pain, but yeah, first world problem, absolutely. All the plants in the garden are just flourishing. I can't find my words today. Flourishing. All the plants in the garden are flourishing, including the hydrangea that Charlie planted over here by the coach house. That's going to look absolutely gorgeous. It's looking a lot healthier than the rose bushes, although there are a couple of buds. So these are the roses that weren't looking too healthy, and they were in the little pots at the front of the house here. We decided to move them and put some proper climbing roses up, but yeah, I mean, it's still alive, so that's something. Sorry?
Are those white roses you planted there,
I bloomin' hope so.
are they climbing roses?
I hope so.
Well, they're not in the right place.
Yeah. This, I believe, is actually wisteria, so that'll rock it up. The wisteria on the front of the coach house is absolutely going crazy. It's growing so much. This is a nice little rose bush. I need to deadhead that.
Oh, this one.
Oh, that one. No, I don't think that's a...
It's not a climbing rose, is it?
I don't think so. I think
I don't want it to be, because if it is, it's not in the right place.
What did we decide that this giant item was?
My mum thought it was a raspberry.
Oh wait, we'll use the app again. Because they look like little grapes, don't they?
Oh no, we decided I think it is grapes.
Can you find me something to take a picture of?
Sorry, we decided it is grapes.
Well, let's see. If I just take a picture of it.
It's gone. I don't reckon it will know from that. I'll be well impressed if it knows from that.
Dun dun dun.
Oh my
Wine
god.
grape.
Wow, goodness me.
This app is absolutely
Unreal.
insane.
That's exactly what Cortex should have done.
Yeah, it is.
But how does it make money? So it's only 20 quid for the year?
Yeah.
Well, they're not making anything from that.
No, I don't
They do
know.
ads in it.
That's incredible. So you can actually, darling, we can make wine from this grape. It is actually a wine grape.
We're not going to have enough grapes on here for wine. Maybe a little vinegar.
We can make a shot of wine
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
grapes in our garden.
I just think they're beautiful leaves. I just think it looks
It
beautiful.
looks quite tropical almost, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But how cool. Can you imagine if one day we decided to build like a wooden pergola over the top of here? Because grapevines really grow, don't they?
I think this might also be... Take a photo of this. This isn't a fig, is it?
That'd be cool.
I don't think so, though. But... It's going to maybe say ivy, though.
Kiwi.
Kiwi. This is a kiwi.
This is a kiwi.
Wow.
Gosh,
this
we should
app is
rename this the
unreal.
tropical garden. A quick break to kiss the puppy dogs. Mummy, I don't know this game. Daddy's scaring me. I come back to my mummy because my mummy's my favourite. Rejected.
He's scared.
I'm such a mummy's boy. Daddy, don't scare me. I'm just a baby.
He's not got a cut on his ear, has he?
I don't know, because it's a bit
Looks
sticky.
like blood, actually. No, it's not. I've been rolling in something.
I've been rolling in poo most likely, Daddy. I love to roll in poo. It's my favourite pastime.
Smelly boy.
Got
Where's
such
your
a
brother?
nice tummy.
Where's your brother?
Here I come. I realise that somebody's getting kisses and I want part of the fun. Boosh.
Oh, that was a good sidestep, Dexy.
And we're off. I wonder if I have any lavender experts watching, because this lavender does not look too happy. I'm a little bit suspicious that Charlie might be overwatering it. Let's see if the soil is damp. Yeah, that is pretty damp, and it has barely rained today. I think it might have been drowned. Whereas the white lavender over here seems to be doing pretty well. Yeah, this is loving life. Very strange. Yeah, I think he might have drowned the purple lavender. plonker back inside because Charlie's just had a phone call and I think he's going to be a good 10-15 minutes or so. So I thought before I get too tired, because I do tend to crash at like 9 o'clock and it is 10 to 9, I'm going to fill the top drawer with my underwear and my pajamas. Goodness me, how thrilling these vlogs have become. Yeah, so I'm just going to pop my bits and bobs in the drawer, and I think I'm going to put loungewear in the bottom drawer. So yeah. The drawers are filled. Now I need your advice again, my interior designer followers. As you can see, I've just popped the world's smallest, it's actually not even that small, the chest of drawers is just very large. I've just popped a little candle on here and it looks very sad and very lonely. So what on earth am I to put on here? I don't want it to get cluttered. I want to be able to dust this surface very easily. Ooh, by the way, we put wood underneath the stove and it looks so nice. I love it. It looks so gorgeous. Yes, I don't know what to put here. We do have the luxury of electricity. There is a plug underneath here. Maybe we just always have beautiful fresh flowers. That would be rather gorgeous. Not sure. So, darlings, any words of wisdom? Any nuggets of thought? That would be very much appreciated because I'd like to style it beautifully, seeing as it's such a big expanse in the boudoir. I have to just say I've just felt so much more at home in the house since we got our bedroom sorted. I really do. Oh, Charlie's moved the Soho House cushions that we positioned earlier. Where has he put them? It's gonna be like a treasure hunt. I'm gonna put them back because I think they looked really nice. Yeah, I feel so much more at home and just, yeah, I love this room so much. It is my favourite room in the house. I hope you guys love it as well. And I have been getting lots of questions about the actual bed. I bought it from a company called the French Bedroom Company. I will leave it linked down below because it is rather spectacular. It doesn't even look that big from here, but it is pretty ginormous. The whole room is big, so I feel like things just... the proportions look absolutely crazy in here. The room makes things look smaller when actually everything is huge. But anyway, darlings, I'm going to wrap the vlog up here. Thank you so much for watching as always. And I will see you maybe tomorrow. I think what I'm going to do is just vlog when stuff's happening, and if a vlog ends up being a 2-day vlog and there's a gap, then so be it. But I'm going to try and do more than just 2 vlogs a week. I'm going to aim to do daily vlogs still, because I know that that's what the majority of you would like, but I'm just going to say it may not always happen. Sometimes you may turn up at 5 PM and there may not be something. That might mean that actually not much happened the day before, so it's rolled over into a 2-day vlog.